Good morning, it's Nancy today. How's everything? It's a sunny day out today. It's negative 16 Celsius, which is, maybe 2 or 3 Fahrenheit? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's nice out. It's cold and crisp and clear, and the sun is shining. When it's really cold, the clouds go away. Actually, it's probably because of the clouds going away that it is really cold, because the clouds insulate the earth. They hold the heat in. But when the clouds disappear, when the convention is over, when all the clouds that have been here all year long, every day there's some clouds. Well, in the wintertime, they have this great reunion, and all the clouds who have come and gone throughout the year come back, and they have a reunion, and they have a wonderful time blocking the sun from us while they're enjoying it themselves. Oh well, we're just in their shadow. You can just imagine the fun they're having. It just makes us smile just to think of the fun they're having with their reunion. But then when the reunion's over, or when they're, having a break, or they're all gone to visit somewhere else, the sun comes out and all of our heat goes away. So we get these beautiful, cold days, but they're so sunny. And in our house, which is all windows on the southeast side, the sun just comes in and warms the whole house up. Makes it really nice. You can let the fire go out on these bitterly cold days. It's amazing how that works. Anyway, so we have one of those days. Isn't that nice? It's very pretty out there. My car windows are very dirty on account of our vacation that we took on Friday when we were going to Montreal, but we didn't get all the way there. Remember that when I found out that the temple was closed? Such thing that I didn't look up earlier. Alas, it's being human and flawed. Such a challenge, don't you find? Making mistakes becomes so simple. I make lots of mistakes. But the best thing to remember when you make mistakes is, if at first you don't succeed, destroy all evidence you tried. Oh, guess what happened? Abraham's been home for a couple days. Well, he's over at his friend's now, but he's sort of home. Now you can't see my face. I'll have to let you see my face. Maybe I'll put on these yellow sunglasses. These yellow sunglasses are interesting. They're not the same as my rose-colored glasses, but they do work well. I like the world rose-colored better than yellow. Anyway, so Abraham came home. It's still too sunny. It's still too bright in my eyes. I'll have to put on my other ones. So Abraham came home, and I played the violin a little bit, and he says, "Oh my gosh, you got to tune that." And I said, "Oh, I don't tune it. I'll break the strings. I always break the strings when I tune my guitar." So he tuned it. Oh my gosh. Oh, my fairy godmother. Can he tune a violin? And it sounds so incredible. Now these are cloudy. Okay, you're going to have to just forget about being able to see me. So I got my blindfold on so that the sun isn't in my face. Okay, so what I was saying, before I interrupted myself several times, I'll go back to the beginning and watch this so I know what I am not remembering to tell you. Okay, so he tuned my violin, and it sounds so amazing. And I just want to play it. I just want to play it. I was feeling sad yesterday. Yes, indeed. And I came home and I was feeling sad and sorry for myself. And so I took out my violin, because sometimes hymns make me feel better. And so I started playing these hymns on my violin, and they were so beautiful. And I found that I could play all these very difficult pieces that I can't play with the music because I can't figure out the notes that fast. But I could do it by ear. It was so nice. I was just, and Willem liked it. He complimented me. Now, to get a compliment from Willem with music is really hard. Willem is a wonderful, wonderful person, but he's very sparing with his music compliments. Actually, he's just honest. He's very honest. I say, "Did you miss me?" And he'll say, no. But when I go to Georgia and I ask that, he says yes. Anyway, if I ask him when he goes to work, "Did you miss me?" Yeah, I think I did once. Something. Most of the time he says no. But anyway, so with my music, he also does not just make up compliments or find things to compliment about. He only compliments when something stands out to him, like, wow, that's good. And he said that to me. So I was torn this morning. I have time to go to church, but I wanted to play my violin. I wanted to take it with me. Just have to forbear. Forbear. Is that a word? Forbore. I forbore. I will forbear. So yesterday I forbore. I don't know. We'll have to look that up. Will you Google that for me, please? I can't Google it. I'm driving. Speaking of Google it, not Facebook. I have an iPod, no phone. I don't want a phone on my iPod. But I don't want to have to pay every month for my iPod. So I have an iPod which I bought what is it? $1.99 or something like that. So I have my iPod and I can upload videos to YouTube on it. And I can go to YouTube on it. There was a little app, a YouTube app, and you could go to it and do things. And now there's no more YouTube app. I don't know where it went and why it's gone. I don't know. I am very curious. Oh, we're landing at exactly the same time that he went first. And I don't know if he's supposed to go first or if I'm supposed to go first. I never know that. So I always try to stop at a four-way stop or a two-way stop or something. I always try to stop not exactly when the other guy is stopping. I let the other guy go first. It's got to be obvious to me which one stops first. So if it looks like we're going to stop at exactly the same time, I slow down and I don't stop. I'm still rolling when they're stopped so that they have to go first and then I know it and he knows it. I like talking to you. There's a lot of you that talk to me for a while and then stop talking. I mean, life probably, real RL comes along. I miss you. I miss you. Dina, I miss you. You used to talk to me every day. Every video you would talk to me. I see you talking to other people when I check out other videos. But you're not talking to me anymore. Anyway, there's a lot of people. Joanne, Iliuk, Cindy Lou. But you never know. People have to have real life because you can't do one thing. You can get really involved in one thing for a while, but then you kind of got to go into other stuff because other stuff becomes like I really emphasize on something for a while. Sometimes I'll think, wow, I want to know all the birds. I want to know, and so I'll go out there and I'll watch all the birds and I'll use my binoculars or now my camera and I'll learn all the names of the birds and I'll learn their habits and where they live and the kind of birdhouses that they need and how big the holes should be and make lots of birdhouses for them and I'll learn their songs. And then I'll start getting interested in something like insects. And I'll look at all the insects and the caterpillars and the moths and the butterflies and the spiders and I'll try and learn their names, the jumping spider and all the other ones. And I'll do that for a while, and then I get kind of tired of that. Or something else comes along, and I'll think, oh, wow, I want to know about that. And so I learn about that for a while. And such is life. I go from one thing to the next, and my videos reflect that. I guess you've noticed that, eh? If you see my videos in clusters, you'll see that at some points I'm making baskets all the time. And then I'm making soap all the time. And then I'm making pottery all the time. Or I'm going for millions of walks in the woods. Or I'm making labyrinths everywhere. Or I'm who knows what. And so my videos or woodworking, you know, I make all those little boxes with the drawers in them. And what are they called? Bandsaw boxes. I love them. Or I'll paint. Whatever it is, I do it in mass. When I used to be married to a farmer in southern Ontario, that was in the battle days. Well, I used to can. I used to have a huge garden. I would grow everything I could possibly think of growing. We'd grow a lot of it, and then I would preserve it. I would can and can and can and can and can. I had 360 jars, and I also had 2 freezers. And I would bottle up the food, and I would freeze the food, fill it all up, and then we would eat it all for a year. I did so much stuff like that in mass. That's what I did. Once upon a time, there was a farmer friend of ours, Brenda. Hi, Brenda. I hope you're there. And they have cows. And in Ontario, you have quota. You're only allowed to produce and sell to the marketing board, milk marketing board, so much milk in a year. And if you have already sold that much, and then you continue to fill your tank with your milk that you don't have quota for, they'll take it away, but they'll charge you to take it. So people don't send it. They dump it, it goes down the drain, or they give it away. You're not allowed to sell it. There is no milk allowed to be sold at farm stands, you know, along the side of the road. All these production rules. Anyway, so they gave me 25 gallons of milk a day for about 2 weeks until their quota started up again. So that was 5-gallon pails of milk. Well, they needed these pails back so they could give me more milk. So I would bring it home and I would set it in my freezer, which happened to be empty at that time because in August that was before the big harvest, so it was pretty empty. So I put these 5-gallon buckets of milk in my freezer, and in the morning the cream had risen to the top, and there'd be about that much cream on the top of each bucket. So I would take off all the cream, I would ladle it out, and then I would make butter. I would put it in my blender and I would make butter. Butter, 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 butter. I had pounds and pounds of butter. Then I thought about ice cream, and so I started saving it, and I had about 60 jars, 60 quarts of cream, which then I kept in the freezer. It stayed frozen, and I made ice cream for a long time. Anyway, that's the sort of life I live, where my mind will get really into something and I'll do it a whole lot. Maybe right now what I'm doing a whole lot of is going to the temple. I go to the temple every week. And I do YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, videoing my life and uploading it. Videoing everything. That's a lot of videoing. People are kind of, well, what do you do with all these videos? Like, are you uploading them? No, they think, what do you video? Well, how do you have 12,000 videos? What do you video? Well, I don't know. Whatever I see that's interesting to me, everything I do, everything I think, everywhere I go, everybody I know, it's like my eyes. It's like you're in my head, you're in my brain. But then sometimes I think about the idea of having everything about me out there on the internet that anybody in the world can access. And usually I have great faith in all the world, and I think everybody is safe. And so, of course, everything is fine to have it all out there. But the odd time I come in contact with a creep, I think, what am I doing? But I have faith again. So there you go. That is the long and the short of it. That is the day through my eyes, coming to you from the Situation Room in my car. We will see you in a minute. Goodbye.